What's up, guys? Coach John Wojo here with JW Fitness, answering another question for you. This person says, lift heavy in quotes. Does this mean to failure? How many to failure? Should I progressively load until failure or start out with max weight, which would mean less reps overall? This is a female. I'm 5'2", 100 pounds. I try and eat 80 to 100 grams of protein per day. That's excellent. Resistance train 3 to 4 days a week. My focus is on back and glutes. All right. Your focus can be on back and glutes if those are what you seem to be are your weak points, but you should, hopefully you are training your entire body. You should always be training your entire body. But you could put an extra focus on back and glutes and put your other body parts on like cruise control for a while, so to speak. However, lift heavy. Lifting heavy is a descriptive term. Typically lifting heavy, or that person lifts heavy, typically means just that. They typically lift heavier weights in a lower rep range. So weights that are heavy enough that they do not allow for them to be getting 8, 10, 12, 15 reps. And I would say if there is a general, this is not a, written in stone, carved in stone, but if there is like a dividing line, I would generally say if you cannot get a weight for more than 5 repetitions, that's heavy weight, right? Once you're up to like 6, 7, 8, you're blurring the lines, and then like obviously 10, 12, 15, those are like higher repetitions. And then anything beyond that is something that back in the day we used to think was more muscular endurance, which maybe it is, but it's still good for hypertrophy. But I would say, yes, real strength training, what somebody would consider like real strength training would be 5 repetitions and below, like old school 5x5 routines. And then if you're going to peak for a contest or something, you're going to do, sets of 3, sets of doubles, singles. That's lifting heavy. Lifting heavy also doesn't mean that person is lifting to failure. So those are two separate things. You do not have to lift to failure in order to get stronger. You do not have to lift to failure in order to get bigger. You want to be close to failure when you're trying to get bigger. And a lot of times you want to, or you're going to be close to failure when you're lifting heavy for strength. But, well, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Let's just keep it at that. Should you be training to failure? Not all the time. You can every once in a while. You want to be close enough within 3 repetitions, 2 repetitions shy of failure. You could also waive your efforts over the course of a week or month, but this video is not for that. So that's how I would consider what the definition of lifting heavy is. If you had to put a number on it, I would say 5 repetitions and less would be considered like heavy weights. And then anything more than that could be very challenging. And then taken to near failure is a great stimulus for hypertrophy. That's how I would answer that. Guys, if you appreciate the content, like and subscribe, send me your questions, and I will talk to you soon.